Well, hello friends and welcome back. Now, I want to set up this video a little bit because I recently posted a video about getting ready for spring, talking about projects that I was doing, and I think I had in my head that I was going to do this whole kind of week in my life. Basically, it started to get a little bit rambling on, and by the time it was 37 minutes, I still had all of this extra things that I was doing, specifically getting ready to host some friends and family in our house, what I was making, what we were doing in Washington, D.C. that weekend. And it just felt like it needed to be its own separate video. So I took that piece and I'm putting it in this video, but I wanted to do a little setup because it just kind of seemed a little bit random how it started. But I'm so glad that I get to do this little intro. It's really fun. And to be honest, as I am sharing more of my life and sharing, kind of what I do, hosting is such a key part of that. I don't want to say that it's a little bit more than just hosting. I like to joke and I call it like innkeeper life because we love to host, especially here in Washington, D.C., having dinner parties, having some friends over for, dinner, lunch, a party. But innkeeper life is a little bit more, which we do here in D.C., but also at our house in the Eastern Shore, where we're hosting anywhere from 4 to 14 people. And it's more of an undertaking where there's linens involved and people are spending the night for several days, and you're making breakfast and you're making dinner and you're kind of cruise directing and entertaining people and whatnot. So that's going to be a huge part of these videos going forward, especially as summer starts hitting. We actually just had a discussion yesterday, Jeff and I, about which weekends are available, who's coming which weekend, what works and when. Yeah, so that's why I think it would be really fun to keep this separate and nice and clean as to hosting 6 people for the weekend in Washington, D.C. and what we did. So that is what this video is going to be about, and thank you for coming along. Also, if I sound a little weird, just want you to know we've been a little sick. We've kind of escaped the whole flu that's going around, but there's been some ear infections, and now I think I caught something taking care of the kids, those late nights, anyway. And I decided to just take a shower and to feel better. And I put this jacket on because I started sharing some of my spring outfits. And of course, the one thing that everyone kind of gravitated towards the most was this Zara blazer, which is probably 10, 11 years old. I'm trying to link some things that are similar, but it is really cute and it is really springy, and I'm starting to feel just like a human again, which I'm just happy for. But yeah, so that's what's going on now. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's make some strata and host some guests in Washington, D.C. So it is Friday, and I swear to God, I swear on my life that my kids actually go to school, but they do not have school today. So they are here again. I feel like all these videos just are days when the kids are here. But oh my gosh, I'm also starving. I taught my exercise class this morning. Right after that, we just started doing all these things, and it's almost noon and I'm really hungry, but I made this yummy salad. I've been making salads. I love these huge bowls. I always said that I wanted to get one, but we actually won it in like an auction basket, but I'm gonna eat this soon. However, as I mentioned, we have some guests coming this weekend, and my daughter was making banana muffins, so I need to pull them out of the oven. That's why this whole setup's here. Okay. They are so good, so they still need some time. But I am going to be making a strata for them. So that is my next step. I have some things laying out, but I'm going to eat first. Then I also talked about cleaning up downstairs. However, guys, my kids and my husband started cleaning up downstairs already. So that's already in motion, and we're in a really good place. So I'm gonna eat. Let's do this. We have a lot of chaos going on. And so I have this old recipe book where I used to scrapbook recipes, and this is an old one. I don't even know where it's from. It's called a strata. You make all the ingredients now, you prep it, and you put it in the refrigerator overnight so that you can just make it for breakfast. Quick and easy, because we have lunch plans tomorrow and we have dinner plans.
but breakfast, obviously, you want a full meal. Okay, so I've already chopped up the onions and the celery. I'm not gonna cut up onions anymore because a lot of my other videos include me crying, making onions. Okay, you can go upstairs. Bye, 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 bye. And I almost forgot the muffins that I was pulling out that my daughter was making, but we saved that right in time. I'm just gonna put, and the first thing is taking this baguette, ripped up the pieces, and I'm gonna put it in the oven, and I know I'm not gonna forget. Okay. Started collecting some things. Hopefully we can get this done. And first thing, get some olive oil and some butter. I'm gonna see what other pieces of the ingredients I need. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, so I have a breakfast sausage and a pork sausage. This may be way too much, but I'm gonna start opening it. This recipe actually, I feel like it's really, let's just, okay. Now this recipe actually calls for ham. We're not a big ham person, and if you watch any of my videos, you know I do not follow recipes to a T. I use them as like a major guide and substitute and make it work for us. It calls for 4 sausages in casings and then to take the casings off. But I found it a lot easier just to get the sausages that I got. I'm gonna make it very sausage heavy. And you would think that there's a lot of eggs that go into it, but there actually isn't. There's a lot of milk and chicken broth. While that is cooking, I thought I would bring you into my pantry because I've also, and maybe my refrigerator a little bit, I've also have a few things that I stocked up on while there are people coming. So right now we're a family of 4, we have another family of 4 coming, and then we also have 2 more. So we have 6 people coming, 3 kids, 3 adults, and so we have some of our wine set, and then I got a cantaloupe. I also got some berries. I also stocked up on milk and half, and we have lots of different types of creamers, from like oat creamers to, what is this? Almond milk and whatnot. We have a little bit of orange juice. So I have some fruits. We have apples, we have pears, we have mangoes. Okay, so then head into the pantry. I did pick up some more seltzers, and we also have a little bit of snacks down here for all the kids. And then also, so I just packed up the banana muffins. We also have croissants, we have blueberry muffins, and then also we have these chocolate chip muffins. I have granola, I have bagels, I have bread. So I think I'm well stocked. I'm going to add this sausage and break it up. I also have the dishwasher going right now, so I'm hoping that that does not. Ooh. So we have a crazy day. I think everyone's not coming until like 7 o'clock tonight and later. So I actually have a Girl Scout booth that we're selling. We'll get rid of some of those cookies. And one of the moms in the neighborhood is having some drinks. Oh my gosh, it's like everything all at once. I either have nothing going on or everything going on. But, all right, I'm going to just chop all this up. This is all going to go into a bowl. So right now, I'm gonna lift this. That's not gonna be safe. Hold on. So right now, we are really just chopped up. You might have to add some thyme, salt and pepper. Lots of time. I mean, why not? I probably should have gotten fresh thyme, but you know what? That is just what we have. And pepper. Give that a little stir. I used to have like a specific handle for my cast iron, but I cannot locate that right now. And we're gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this heat and put it over there. So in another bowl, I need to take the eggs, the stock, and the half. So I need a bowl. Okay, this is an excessively large bowl for what I need, but that's all I have. Okay, so I'm gonna take 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3 eggs. Also need milk, 1.5 cups of milk. So all of my measuring utensils are in the dishwasher because of the muffins. I'm gonna eyeball this. That looks great. And then gotta use up what's open. Actually, I think I have to. It calls for 4 cups. It's gonna turn out great. It's gonna really turn out great. Is that? Probably whisk this, but I have a fork. I need like a real whisker. Okay, this is doing it. Next thing is that this is the bowl that I'm going to be storing it in. Scoop some of it in here. Goes in. Ooh. Okay, that is heavy. Take this bread. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking way too much. Maybe because I went light on the bread, so I think I'm going to make a call. But I also have to add some of this cheese. Okay, so I have some Gruyere, which it actually calls for, and I have this extra. Cheese. 2. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all in as instructed, and then if I feel like if it's too liquidy tomorrow, after it's been sitting overnight, then maybe just drain some of the liquid. But, okay, here we go. Cover it. And I'm going to clean up, so I'm hoping that I could share that. I know sometimes when I have guests and people are here, it's a little chaotic, but that's my intention. And I promise if I don't do it, that it's not because of you, it's because of me. All right. What are you girls doing? Okay. So we are going out. We had an awesome lunch today at Old Evet. I haven't been there in a really long time, and I kind of think of it as a little bit tourist trappy, but it was absolutely perfect. Oysters, the kids were great. It was packed. The vibe was amazing. Came home, took a little bit of a rest, and yeah, ready to go out. This is my little outfit. Let me try to get the whole thing. I'm like still flipping my hair. I got 5 minutes. Okay, this is the full outfit. All right, I'm gonna grab my purse and we're gonna go. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video.
and we're gonna do a little outro. If you've been liking these videos, please, I would love to build a community with you. I'd love to share more if there's any questions that you have, if there's any comments you have. I'm really excited to share more of that with you and answer your questions. But I hope you stick around, so I hope you hit subscribe, and on to the next video. So in that spring refresh video, I was talking about doing a whole kind of guide for the cherry blossoms. Guys, it is starting to look really, really pretty here in Washington, D.C. You're starting to see little blossoms. And I decided instead, because I want to do this real time, I started posting on my socials some Washington, D.C. guides. I'm posting where to stay, restaurants and whatnot. I am going to have to pivot a little bit because now my parents are coming, so we're hosting them the weekend of peak bloom cherry blossoms. So I'm thinking maybe instead I'm going to take you for a weekend with us as we go around DC, host them. It's going to be a little bit more low-key hosting because when they come, it's like they're doing grandparent duties or they want to see the kids do their sports. We may give them a list of projects. My stepdad is so handy, so he's always helping us around. But yes, so I think I'm going to share that and head to my socials for more guides and information as to if you're coming to Washington, D.C. and you need to know where to go. But of course, again, you could also ask me in the comments and questions, and I'm happy to help and here for you anytime. All right. Thank you for sticking around this long, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye, friends.